Yo, 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 it's your boy Ron Flip the Jump Man. And I'm back with another Jump Man reaction video to the movie, The Smashing Machine. So this was a true story about a MMA fighter, Mark Curry, for all the fans, you know, that's into like mixed martial arts, you know what I'm saying, wrestling, fighting, boxing. He was like, him and his friend Coleman, they was like the pioneers of this MMA shit. You know what I'm saying? This documentary just showed it was more about his life, you know what I'm saying? They showed a few fights and stuff like that, but it was just basically showing what he went through, you know, what he went through in his relationship, you know what I'm saying, with his wife, the toxicity that was in that relationship. His struggles with steroids addiction, you know what I'm saying, for pain and stuff. So yeah, like I was saying, you know, showing his struggles for his addiction to the opiates, you know what I'm saying, for pain, or I don't think he was really doing. It could have been steroids. I honestly, I didn't even see what the jar had said, you know what I'm saying, when he was taking it. So he got over his struggles with that. It showed his ups and downs with that, but he ended up getting over. He put himself in recovery. It showed his struggles with his first time losing, because he didn't know how to. Somebody had asked him in an interview, like, how would he, you know what I'm saying, react or respond, you know what I'm saying, if he was to lose. And he couldn't even really answer the question because he had never lost a fight. So he couldn't answer that. So it showed his struggle going through that. He went into a deep depression about that. And when he lost, he got more heavy into taking the drugs. It was not even like for pain anymore. It was just like, it was for a high. His wife was kind of toxic, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was kind of like a petty picker too, you know what I'm saying? They both had their bullshit with them in their relationship, you know what I'm saying? They both did have their bullshit with them, you know what I'm saying? So I can't blame it all on the wife, you know what I'm saying? So ladies, don't think I'm pointing the finger at y'all, you know what I'm saying? They both had their bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But it was a toxic relationship overall. Like, it just wasn't healthy for him at all. But he got over the addiction of drugs. I think eventually they end up getting a divorce later on down in life, in real life. And when he could have had won the World Cup or something, I don't know what the fuck the shit was. Like, this would have been his chance of redeeming himself after his loss in front of the world. And the time that he was taken out to recover, his best friend, trainer, partner, Coleman, had stepped it up to start, you know, getting back into it himself. And he ended up working his way up to, like, you know what I'm saying, being one of the ones that, you know what I'm saying, that was going to compete against all these other MMA fighters, you know what I'm saying, around the world. So it basically boiled down to them two was going to end up facing each other. But they were so close, you know what I'm saying, it was going to be like, you know, to the best, you know what I'm saying, to each his own, whoever wins, win. But Mark, what he ended up doing in one of his fights right before the final fight, that would have had him facing his best friend, which he knew his best friend was going to win his next fight. So they both knew that they was going to face each other. Mark basically lost the fight on purpose, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, just basically, you know, giving his best friend a chance to take home the 200,000 and the champion belt and all this and that, and, you know, and all that, the high of everything, you know what I'm saying. Mark also said that was a high for him too. The fans, the chants, 40,000 people signing autographs, that was a high for him too. So, you know, I went to go see the movie because, you know what I'm saying, it was, you know, something to do, you know, figured it'd be a decent movie to see. My youngest son, he into wrestling in high school, but not, of course, not MMA fighting, but this movie would be for all fans of that's into, like, you know, MMA fighting, mixed martial arts fighting, you know what I'm saying? So this would be a good movie to see. You know, some of y'all probably familiar with the, you know what I'm saying, the pioneers that started off this MMA stuff, Mark Carey and Coleman and others. But like I said, this movie was more about showing his life. It wasn't really showing more of all his fights that he had been in. Just regular shit, you know what I'm saying? Time with his wife, time around the house with his wife, fussing and fighting, his addiction, you know, training, practicing, a couple fights here, a couple fights there. So that's basically what the movie was about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so, I mean, I wasn't a real fan of it. I can't really say if it was good or bad. It was just like in between, it was in the gray. So, I would give this movie, because it really wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't a movie for me. So, you know, I can't give it 5. Can't give it a full 5, rating 1 to 5. Can't give it a full 5. I can't give it a 1 or a 2 or 3 for being bad, because it really wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Just wasn't. It was decent. It just wasn't my cup of tea or coffee or juice or spring water. So I go ahead and give it 4 popcorns. I'm out. Peace. Wadu.